In the middle of the 14th century, the once mighty Mongol Empire had crumbled into chaos. Central Asia, once united under Genghis Khan, was divided among rival tribes and local warlords. Trade had declined, cities were in ruins, and power had become a game of survival. Out of this broken world rose a man who would rebuild an empire through war, intelligence, and fear. Timur, known in the West as Tamerlane. Timur was born in 1336, near the city of Kesh, not far from Samarkand, in modern-day Uzbekistan. He belonged to a minor Turkic-Mongol clan, and unlike the great conquerors before him, he had no royal blood. But what he lacked in lineage, he made up for with strategy. Timur was ambitious, calculating, and ruthless. According to sources, he was injured early in life and walked with a limp, which earned him the name Timur the Lame, or Tamerlane. By his mid-30s, Timur had united much of Transoxiana. Through a mix of diplomacy, deceit, and brutal violence, he eliminated rivals and brought stability to a land torn apart by decades of war. In 1370, he established his capital in Samarkand, declaring his mission not just to rule, but to restore the greatness of the Mughal Empire, this time under Islamic principles and Persian culture. Timur's campaigns were devastating and methodical. He invaded Persia, Mesopotamia, the Caucasus, India, and even Anatolia. His conquests were not only military operations, they were psychological warfare. Entire cities were destroyed to send a message of terror. In Isfahan, he ordered the creation of towers made from the skulls of his enemies. In Delhi, his army slaughtered tens of thousands of people after defeating the Sultan. In his mind, destruction was a tool, a necessary step toward creating order. But Timur was not only a conqueror, he was also a builder. From each city he conquered, he took its most skilled artisans, scientists, and architects and brought them back to Samarkand. Under his rule, the city became one of the most beautiful in the world, filled with blue domes, grand mosques, and observatories. Samarkand was transformed into a center of art, science, and trade. The mix of Persian culture, Turkic traditions, and Islamic scholarship created a unique civilization that would later influence the entire region. By 1402, Timur's empire stretched from the borders of China to the Mediterranean. That same year, he achieved one of his greatest victories, defeating the Ottoman Sultan Bayezid Bauş at the Battle of Ankara. Bayezid, once one of the most powerful rulers of the Muslim world, was captured and reportedly kept in a golden cage. The shock of this defeat delayed the rise of the Ottoman Empire for decades. However, Timur's empire was built on constant expansion, and like all empires based on conquest, it lacked a stable foundation. He ruled through fear and loyalty to his person, not to a system. When Timur died suddenly in 1405 while preparing a campaign against China, his empire began to fracture almost immediately. His sons and grandsons fought for power, and regional governors declared independence. Yet, from the ruins of his military empire emerged something unexpected: a cultural golden age. Timur's descendants, especially his son Shah Rukh and grandson Ulugh Beg, chose to rule through knowledge instead of war. Under them, the Timurid dynasty turned Herat and Samarkand into centers of art, science, and architecture. Ulugh Beg, in particular, was not just a ruler but an astronomer and mathematician. His observatory in Samarkand became one of the most advanced in the world, and his star catalog remained accurate for centuries. This period, known as the Timurid Renaissance, saw the creation of magnificent manuscripts, the spread of Persian literature, and the rise of architecture that would later inspire the Mughals in India. The Guri Amir Mausoleum, built for Timur himself, remains one of the most stunning examples of Islamic architecture, a symbol of both power and mortality. But the stability did not last forever. By the early 16th century, new powers rose across Central Asia. The Uzbeks, led by Muhammad Shaybani, invaded and conquered the Timurid territories. The once great dynasty was forced to retreat. Yet one descendant of Timur, Babur, refused to fade into obscurity. In 1526, Babur crossed the mountains into northern India and defeated the Delhi Sultanate, founding the Mughal Empire. In this way, Timur's legacy lived on, not as an empire of blood, but as one of culture and innovation. His descendants built cities like Agra and Lahore, commissioned the Taj Mahal, and combined Persian art with Indian tradition. The blood of the conqueror had turned into the brilliance of civilization. The story of the Timurids is one of contradictions: brutality and beauty, conquest and creation, death and rebirth. Timur believed he was chosen to restore greatness, and though his empire collapsed, his vision reshaped history from Central Asia to India.